Yo. No. Real.
Why did you break my picture?
Uh. Man, I can't wait for the new Avatar movie. I think it's gonna be so cool. I mean, I already have my tickets for it, and I'm going with my whole family. Huh. It feels like it was just yesterday when the second movie came out. Like, I remember it so vividly. Wait a minute. When did the second movie come out? December 16th, 2022? It's been 3 years. Oh my god. Wait a minute. That must mean... Oh my lord. Oh my god. January 19th, 2023? Oh my god. My first video ever was 3 years ago? Yo. Oh my god. This is mid. Yo, I need to do my girls some justice. 'Cause what the fuck? Hey guys, it's Jules Draws and welcome back to another video. As you probably can understand from the intro, this is quite a nostalgic video for me because I'm finally redrawing one of my oldest characters, Kiyake, my Avatar Natfi original character. I don't have any good reason to why I haven't redrawn my character, except for the fact that back then I found that Natfi were really hard to draw and there wasn't the best references for Natfi back then. Now 3 years later, I found it easier to find references and the answers to some of my questions because of the release of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Actually, I think another reason to why I finally came around to drawing my character is because of the upcoming release of the new movie Avatar Fire and Ash and the new DLC From the Ashes for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. Honestly, there are no words that can truly describe just how excited I am for all of the new Avatar content. I have been an avid fan of Avatar for many years, and as a kid I would rewatch the first Avatar movie literally so many times it was not funny. One of my literal like favorite memories growing up was almost every year me or my mom would randomly bring up Avatar and say, "Isn't Avatar 2 releasing this year?" So one of us would end up searching it up only to find out that they pushed back the release for another year. Luckily, that tradition ended whenever the second movie did finally release, and boy, my childhood self was beaming with excitement in the movie seats watching the second movie. Okay, I think that's enough of my inner nerd fan coming out. Going back to the actual art, just because I haven't officially drawn my character does not mean I forgot about her. These are a couple of sketches that I had in my old sketchbooks, and I always had some reoccurring details. Firstly, it's the feather that's on top of the forehead attached to some sort of headband. And secondly, there were feathers, whether it be behind the ears, on the ears, there were definitely just a whole bunch of feathers. In this redesign of Kiyake, I knew I wanted to keep these details, but definitely change it up slightly and actually makes sense. As you can tell from the drawing, that's what I did. There's a feather on the forehead and there's feathers behind the ears, and I actually made it make sense, but I do wish I did some more like details, some more feathers and stuff, but this just means I'm definitely going to do a part 2 and make some more outfits for Kiyake, just like how Neytiri has multiple outfits throughout Avatar 1 and Avatar 2. When it comes to Kiyake as a character, I actually haven't really thought about her overall background. My only general idea, or I guess inspiration when creating her, was her being a daughter of the Oloektan and Sahik of a clan. That applies to both the original drawing 3 years ago and this drawing now. You may ask which clan? I don't have a clue. In the part 2 I mentioned earlier, I will have the answer to that question because I plan on actually developing her as a character and not just her design. I really don't have anything else to say about this drawing, so for the rest of the video, because this is based off of Avatar, I'm going to talk about Avatar drama that's been going on within the community because I can, and there's something else really for me to talk about except for just ordinary art hot takes, or I guess hot takes. And yeah, I think you get what I'm trying to say. This is something that I really want to do on this channel, talk about hot takes during these time lapses, so it's not just silence at times. I mean, of course I'm gonna have some silence in between commentary, but dude, there's no way I can talk about the same drawing for 30 plus minutes, especially when there's not enough details for me to talk about. So yeah. I'm going to start off with a reoccurring topic that is currently in the Avatar community, which is the new Na'vi characters look too human in the new movie. This then started a conversation that Jake and Neytiri in the second movie looks too human compared to them in the first movie. But yeah, the main two characters that even sparked this conversation is Varang, I'm not sure how to pronounce it yet, the antagonist in the new movie, and Belak, a Oloektan of the Telaim clan that is being introduced in the new movie.
human to me, so I redesigned her.
I think you can get the idea from all of these screenshots. The opinions on this subject are pretty divided. There are people who think these changes were because the Na'vi characters have more details in the third movie compared to previous movies, or just Jake and Neytiri growing old, or just dealing with trauma from the events in the movies. And there are others who are extremely adamant that Varang and Pelak look extremely uncanny valley, and they don't like how they look. Oh, let me not forget, of course, we have the group of people who don't really care and think it's just not really a big deal to be upset about. Of course, there are many more opinions, but this is just the gist of it. You can easily just search up Varang or Pelak human Na'vi, or just Na'vi human. That's how I found most of my screenshots, and not just most, all of my screenshots and the videos that I just showed you. My personal opinion about the changes on Jake and Neytiri is just the outcome of technological advancement since the release of the first movie. I think a lot of people do tend to forget Avatar 1 released in 2009, but they didn't truly start filming until 2005/2006. The reason why Avatar 2 came out 13 years later is because James Cameron needed even better technology for the second movie. Filming for Avatar 2 started in 2017, so 11 years after the filming of Avatar 1. This places a big chunk of time between the two films, and because of this better motion capture, or just CGI, and the fact that Zoe Saldana and Sam Worthington were getting older, their faces had changed, and so did the characters Jake and Neytiri. So, to me, I don't really see a difference between the characters' appearances, only the fact that Jake and Neytiri are now older and have a family. For Varang and Pelak, in my opinion, I think James Cameron and the designers on the movie had gotten a little bit more confident in their designs for characters. Not that they weren't before, but I just truly think they went all out for Varang and Pelak. So I think with all of these details on both characters and this new CGI/technology, the characters look different. I also believe the reason Varang specifically looks uncanny valley is because that's the whole point of the character. Varang is the Oloektan and Sahik of the Makwan clan, aka the Ash people. The Ash people lost their faith in Awa after a traumatic event and are extremely aggressive and power-seeking compared to other tribes in the Avatar world. So, in my opinion, I think they did a really good job on Varang because she truly does look uncanny valley compared to Neytiri and other Na'vis. For Pelak, his design just kind of reminds me of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora's designs, and it actually looks really good. I really like it. Fun fact, the Timelapse clan is in the game Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, so it's going to be really cool seeing that. That is just my own opinion, and everyone is going to have their own opinion on this drama, subject, topic, whatever it is at this point. If you have your own opinion on this topic and it's the same or it just differs from mine, let me know. I would like to hear your opinion. So the second Avatar drama topic that I'm going to bring up in this video is the fact that Avatar Fire and Ash has had/have so many leaks. And just spoilers, it's actually insane. I know spoilers are just naturally going to come up when people see the premiere and the movie is just about to release, but for some people, myself included, it seems like almost every video on TikTok is just a spoiler for the third movie. I will give credit, not most, but like there are some creators that do put a spoiler warning, but a lot do not include a spoiler warning in their video, and it makes me internally cry. I'm currently trying to avoid any new information about the movie. I did watch 2 trailers, but that was it because I knew I didn't want to know more things about the movie. Cause as I mentioned earlier, I got tickets with my family and my best friend, so we are all watching it together, and I'm very much looking forward to that. But this also is not new. Back in 2023, a year after Avatar 2 released, I was getting TikToks about an Avatar script. And eventually I found out that someone had leaked the entirety of the Avatar Fire and Ash script. I remember being absolutely disappointed and didn't understand the need or just desire to read the entire script for a movie that at that time didn't even have a release date. I did also see a video stating that people were able to get their hands on the film and they watched the entire movie almost 3 to 4 weeks before the release of the movie, but I can no longer find the videos, so I'm not so sure about that. Except for these 2 topics, there's actually not a lot of drama that does happen in the Avatar community, except for some complaints on how people make their not V characters and other people hating on Avatar, which I guess creates a problem, but it's not really anything serious that I should like truly go into depth. I could actually get into Avatar: The Frontiers of Pandora, but truly, I believe that game deserves its own video that I can eventually create. So I did want to give an update about the state of this channel. I'm going to try and post more speed paint / time lapses, but this video alone has literally taken me a solid 24 hours. Of course 24 hours is an exaggeration, but this really is taking me a long time to complete. And honestly, I gotta give some kudos to content creators because doing this part-time must not be very fun. The most realistic upload plan that I can really think of is monthly, because this does take a lot of energy out of me. I have like 6 different drawings and a lot more in like my plan to do, and that is going to take me so long, it's not funny. Oh yeah, so I do feel like I should probably bring this up because I have mentioned it in the past. The Dragon Age The Veilguard video will most likely not be posted for several more months because I did a cleanse of my files and all of my progress basically went down the drain. Like it's not completely gone, but there's just so much that is missing that it's just easier for me to just scratch everything I have right now and start anew for the 3rd time. Oh my god. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you are at the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, please leave a like and subscribe, and let me know if you want to see anything else in the comments. Bye bye!